Hello. I am Debbie Brady. Um, I have a blog called Ending Stigma Together, and that is the name of this channel too. And I wanted to start a YouTube channel so I could share more about mental health. For a while, when I started my blog, I have a Facebook page too called Ending Stigma Together. I was going live on there every Monday, but my life has kind of taken some unexpected twists and turns, and I just can't always be live at a specific time. So I thought it might be easier for me to record them here on YouTube and then share and post them wherever I wanted to. So, a little bit about me. I have been living with depression since I was a child. Of course, back in the 70s, they didn't diagnose childhood depression. It was just I was quiet, I was shy, I was emotional. I remember being told I was a very emotional child. Um, I cried a lot. I just remember being in my room alone, struggled socially. I always had friends, but I struggled to know how to interact with them. So I also struggled with having the energy to keep up with them. I just didn't know why. So when I was about 18 or 17, I was a freshman in college, and I started sinking into a pretty deep depression. And it turned into me struggling with anorexia. So that was when I got diagnosed with depression, and when I started learning what depression was. I, of course, went on to study psychology and counseling in school. I have a master's in counseling and an undergrad in psychology. And I think I did that partly because I do love helping others, but also it helped me understand myself and the battle I was going to probably be with the rest of my life. At the time, I was hoping it was a one-time thing, not realizing fully that I'd been living with depression and struggling with depression my entire life. And then probably by my late 20s, I realized that depression was something that I was just going to have to learn to figure out how to live with and be the most successful I could be despite my depression, and not let it control me. So over the years, I've learned a lot of tricks and techniques and tips that work for me, that help me. I don't always follow them. We're not perfect, even though we know maybe what helps us. So what I hope to do on this channel is share those with you, and share my journey, and share the journey of others, and just share how we can all make some changes in our life to help our mental health, whether it's depression or anxiety or ADHD or OCD or whatever you might be struggling with. And my other goal is to also work towards ending the stigma, right? There's still so much stigma in society over mental health and mental illness. Why? Why is it any different than any other illness, right? Mental illness affects our brain. Our brain is our most important organ. Plain and simple, it's the most important organ we have. So, if our brain isn't working right, nothing else is going to work right. So, for some reason, when our brain gets sick and when our brain has an illness, we're supposed to be embarrassed. We're supposed to hide it and have feelings of shame. Society is quiet about it. And that's slowly starting to take a turn. More of us are speaking out. But it's never made sense to me why we have fundraisers and everybody, rallies the troops to support someone who's dealing with a different type of physical illness. Maybe they're in the hospital for cancer. Maybe they're in a hospital for Crohn's disease. Maybe they're in a hospital for diabetes. Whatever it is, we kind of rally around and support and get meals together or see what we can do for them. But if you have a family member in a psychiatric hospital, that support's not typically there. If you're depressed and can't get out of bed, a lot of times people don't rally around you, right? And that's what I hope to get changed. I hope to get to the point where society treats mental illness the same way as they do other physical illnesses. Because mental illness is a physical illness. It's an illness in the brain. And if, like I said, if our brain doesn't work, none of our other body systems work. None of our other organs work. The brain controls everything. So we need to create a society that makes the brain as important as it is, and stop the stigma and stop the shaming. Be careful of our wording. So there's a lot of things that I will be sharing, but that's just a little synopsis of it. So a little bit more about me. I do have 4 amazing sons. They are 17. Yeah, my youngest is 17. 17, 19, 21, and 22. So they keep me busy. They are everything to me. So I may have a few of them on here at one point because they've all had their own struggles at times. So I will definitely have them as guests at some point. But each week, at least once a week, I'm going to post a new video with a new topic. And my first one is going to be about the depression survival kit that I have created, or toolbox for myself. So I'll probably record that tomorrow and have that posted on Monday. So that is still probably going to be my posting day on Mondays. And I will share on my Facebook page if you want to join that. I also have a closed group, a private group called Self-Care and Mindfulness, where we do self-care challenges every other month, and we do mindfulness challenges every other month. It's a free group. The challenges are free. I make resources for the challenges for you, and we just try to make that a priority, because it's time for us to start making mental health a priority in our lives and in the lives of others and in society. So many of our problems and issues in society, I think, could be really fixed or lessened if we gave mental health the respect and importance that it needed. We would see less people in jail. We would see less suicides. We would even probably see less physical illness because our mental health affects our physical illness. People who live in a constant state of depression and anxiety have higher rates of physical illnesses because we tend to not take care of ourselves right. So that's a little bit about me. I hope that you subscribe and tune in every week. And like I said, I'll post the first video on Monday on my depression survival kit. So I look forward to sharing with you and look forward to hearing your feedback. And if you ever have any topics you want me to discuss, or any topics that you think I'm maybe missing, let me know. And there's probably not many mental health topics I can't discuss, and I have personal experience, like I said, with depression, but also with anxiety, with attachment issues. I have a son who's has high functioning autism. I have some family members with OCD, Tourette's, you name it. We have pretty much run the gamut here. And then I also worked in the mental health field for over 20 years. So I'm hoping to share some of my knowledge, some of my personal experience, and just help everybody understand that mental illness is not something to be afraid of, and to help support those of you who also live with a mental illness like me, on ways to better support yourself, to create a healthier lifestyle, to help your body and your mind work together, and different activities and techniques that I do on a daily basis to help keep me at my best and help me manage my depression when it comes, and help me create it less severe and for it to last at a less duration. So that's my goal, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you.